Hi, my name is Eddie Sparks from Hermosa Beach Marketing, and this is your Man Minute. And today I'm going to talk about payroll and illegal aliens. So there's a few different things that'll happen in your life, and one of them is probably giving a job to somebody who doesn't have a social security number, and or probably giving a job to somebody who lives in another country for one reason or another. So in order to do that, you gotta fudge accounting. It's technically illegal to hire an illegal alien or somebody without proper paperwork. It's definitely illegal to forge the paperwork. So there's a few things that you can do. You may want to, first of all, take their application, photocopy it, and then Photoshop their ID. Might actually help you out in the long run. You don't need actual copies of things. You can have copies of copies. It's a little bit harder to tell from copy to copy. Secondly, PayPal works great because technically you need to pay their taxes. So PayPal works great. You can set them up with a PayPal account, and they can go ahead and use it. And you can pay them on an automated subscription and fire and forget, and that guy will work for you forever. There's another option. You can set them up with an LLC, but they don't have an actual business license, so you have to get them what's called an international social security number, and it's worth the paperwork because you need to do it a couple times to get good at that kind of stuff. Once you get them an international social security number or an international identification number, I think it's called an IDIN, it could be called an ITIN. Once you get them one of those, then you can start them an LLC as an illegal alien, and then your paperwork is clean, bro. If you got people in your life that you need to take care of, your paperwork can be clean with an ITIN number. Set them up with an LLC and just use them as a vendor, and then they can just work for you, no problem. You can cut them checks with that ITIN number. They can get bank accounts. If you need to help them further, there's a few states that can get driver's license in. You'll have to fly them out there and get a driver's license. Third way is expense account, which that's my normal, because I travel a lot, and once in a while I've got employees in other countries. So I create an expense account. And how I do that is I make an associate card on one of my accounts, and I create a specific account for them, and it's just an automatic deposit into that account. It's an account that both of you are on, you and they're an associate card for your business, and at that point they can pull money out no problem, and they can operate like a regular human being in the United States or wherever they are. So you can send them the associate card, and they can have a permanent travel waiver on the card, and basically they can pull cash out of the bank account, because in some countries they can't have a PayPal account, which makes it pretty difficult for you. Decisions, but sometimes you run across some talented people, or some hard-working people, or some people in your network that need work. And it's not necessarily something to take advantage of people, because it's really your ass on the line. So when your ass is on the line, then you need to formulate that paperwork correctly. If you'd like to call me and let me offer you some consulting or set that stuff up for you, I can do it. It's $1,000 a day, but it's not that easy. But sometimes it's worth it. I mean, I know that there's some Greeks and there's people everywhere that somehow they get into the country. So that's basically my Man Minute for today. Technically, if you hire somebody on a work visa, it's no problem. But if you hire somebody that's an illegal alien, and you know that they're an illegal alien, sometimes that's tough. Down to the government for a while, 'cause it's technically a felony. That's very, very rare to get it prosecuted for, because there's a lot of illegal aliens, maybe 11% of us. So when it comes down to that kind of stuff, you can pay their taxes, because technically it's money that you pay taxes for, but I always consider it an expense. So in order for it to be an expense, they need to be a contractor. They can be a Schedule C 1099. That's the best way to deal with that, and it's a good way to keep your business rolling with people that you know and people that you support. But there's clauses. You can read the law. I won't put it in any sort of, I don't give a crap. You can look it up yourself. But there is there is the term encouraging, and there is the term convictions. And just because you're encouraging someone or you have convictions about the law doesn't change the law. So your accounting will be fine if you set them up as a contractor, as their own business, but they need an ITIN number. It's about $400 or something like that, and you can set them up with bank accounts and stuff and get them rolling. If you'd like to go that route, you can always do it. There's people better at it than I am, but I just usually chose in the past to give them a credit card, a debit card from Chase with their name on it, because you don't need an identification to do that. You just need to go into Chase and say, this is an associate, this is their name, this is their address, or this is my address. Send me a card. Then you send them a card, you tell them what their PIN number is, and then they can pull money out if they're in a different country. Now, I've never really done it long term, but you know, that is an option. So I apologize for 6.5 minutes. This is your Man Minute from Eddie Sparks, Hermosa Beach Marketing. Man, the difference is saltwater. Have a great day. This is your Man Minute.